Make more money from your WordPress website with AI. This is AI Marketing Expert. Your complete setup guide starts now.
Today, we're going to look at how to install the AI Marketing Expert plugin on a WordPress website. So, go to Plugins, and once you're inside the Plugins section, click Add New Plugin. Then, in the search box, type AI Marketing Expert. After searching for AI Marketing Expert, we'll see that our plugin has appeared in the results. We'll click Install Now. Once the installation is complete, we'll click Activate Plugin to activate the plugin on our website. After activating the plugin, we'll be taken to the AI Marketing Expert plugin dashboard. So the first thing we need to do is connect an AI provider. For that, we'll click Connect an AI, which will take us to the AI Providers section. From here, we can add multiple AI providers. If you already have a subscription to Claude or ChatGPT, you can connect those services here. You'll simply need the appropriate API key. If you don't have a paid AI subscription, I recommend trying free Google AI Studio, OpenRouter, or OpenCodeZen. First, I'll set up Google AI Studio. To do this, we need to open Google AI Studio and click Get Started. If you already have an account, simply log in. If not, go ahead and create one first. After creating your account, go to the API Key section and click Create API Key. There, we'll give the API key a name. Next, if you already have a project set up, you can use that. If not, you'll need to create a new project. We'll register this API key under that project. Then click Create API Key. The API key will be generated and we'll copy it. After that, we'll exit this screen and paste the API key into the Google AI Studio section inside the plugin. Once you've entered the API key, click Fetch Available Models, and you'll see all the available models listed. Among the models currently available, we're going to pick Flash Lite because it lets us use it for free for a longer period. Its usage limit is much higher. That takes care of adding our first provider. Now, let's add another one. This time, it's OpenRouter. Head over to OpenRouter AI and create an account there. The sign-up process is very simple. I will sign up the OpenRouter with a Google account in a few simple steps. We'll use the API key from that account here. From this list, we'll pick any one of the free models. For example, I'm choosing this free model here. We'll test out a few different free models to see which one actually performs best for our purposes. Some free models honestly aren't that great, so it's worth checking. You can also do a quick Google search to find out which free model is currently considered the best, and go with that one.
As for image generation models, unfortunately, we can't use those for free at all. If you upgrade to the premium version of Google AI Studio, you'll be able to use models like Nano Banana, but none of them work on the free tier. So if you already have a pro subscription, go ahead and select a model for image generation. For now, though, we'll just work with these two providers we've set up. Next, let's move on to the email marketing section. For email marketing, the single most important thing is setting up SMTP. If you already have a separate SMTP configured elsewhere, great, you can use that. If not, we'll need to set one up right here. The default SMTP really doesn't deliver mail reliably, so it's important to configure a proper SMTP provider. There are quite a few options listed here. For now, I'll show you Google as an example, which gives you 100 free emails per day. Also, SendGrid gives you 300 free emails per day. Beyond that, if you use Amazon SES, you get a daily limit of 50,000 emails, though that's a premium feature. On the free tier, you can use SendGrid. Providers like Google and Outlook also have their own daily limits. For instance, Google's free daily limit is 100. If you connect 10 different Google accounts, you can send up to 1,000 emails a day for free. Every provider has its own daily cap. SendGrid gives you 300, some others give 200, and so on. If you set up around 8 to 10 different SMTP clients this way, sending large volumes of email becomes much easier for you.
I won't walk through the SendGrid setup separately. Since Gmail is the most commonly used option, let's go over how to set that up instead. For this, you'll need a Gmail app password. If you search Google for Google account app passwords, you'll find the right page. Keep in mind that two-step verification must already be turned on for your Google account for this to work. Once you're on that page, you'll see how to generate an app password. We'll give the app password a name and create it. I'll delete this particular password afterward. I'm just creating it now for demonstration purposes. Once it's created, we'll come back here and paste in that password and use our email address as the username. Since the daily limit is 100, we'll set the value here to 90. We don't want to push right up against the full 100 email cap. For the From Name field, the email address must exactly match your original account email. The display name itself can be anything you like, but if the email address doesn't match, your mail simply won't send. We'll set this up as our primary connection. Now let's test whether our emails are actually going through. I'll send a test using another email address. And yes, our SMTP has connected successfully. You can connect several more SMTP accounts the same way, and I'm confident you'll be able to set them up on your own. Now, if we head over to the Contacts section, you'll notice we don't have any contacts yet. We can add them manually, one by one, or if you have a CSV file or want to import users from WordPress or WooCommerce, you can do that too. Since we're going to try importing via CSV, let's select a CSV file. Once it's selected, you'll see the field mapping is already set up correctly by default. If any changes are needed, you can adjust them here. We'll set Update to Yes and Enable Subscribe. We'll select all the relevant options this way, then set Update Subscribers to Yes and mark Subscribe. After that, we'll check all the boxes for validation and cleanup. Because if our email list isn't cleaned up properly, we'll end up with a lot of bounces, and our emails will land in spam. So we're going to clean up our email list. This is honestly one of the most valuable features in this plugin. Then we'll confirm the import. If you enable Check MX Records before import, the process will take significantly longer, anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. But if you skip that step, the import happens instantly. Since we want a fresh, verified list, we'll need to give it a bit of time. The larger your list, the longer it takes. Smaller lists finish faster. Here we can see roughly 723 contacts have been processed, and it finished in a fairly short amount of time. That's because my list was already reasonably clean. About 20 entries were skipped. Now that our SMTP is set up and our contacts are ready, we're going to create a list. We'll name our lists based on what we need. I named one client and another visitor. You can also add tags here based on your own requirements. I'm just adding a couple here for demonstration purposes. Now, even though our lists and tags are ready, our contacts haven't been tagged or added to any list yet. We can select all contacts at once and then use Assign Tag, and similarly assign a list to all of them. Note that if we had created our tags and lists beforehand, we could have assigned them directly during the import step itself. Now let's create a campaign. Currently, we don't have any campaigns set up, so click New Campaign. You'll see a number of templates available here, and we can click through them one by one to preview each. Keep in mind that background images often don't render properly in many email clients, so background elements may not display for all recipients. We can also have the AI write the email content for us. Let's give it a simple prompt asking it to write an email for us. We'll leave it as is, and Wait a moment.
After clicking, you can see the AI has written the email for us. A fairly simple one. If we give it a better prompt or set up a stronger AI provider, the results will improve accordingly. Right now, we're using the Gemini 3.1 flashlight model, and it's put together this draft for us. If we like the email, we can move forward with it. If not, we can regenerate it. Now, let's give the campaign a name. I'll call this one Test. We'll also have the AI write the subject line for us and the preview text as well. You can turn tracking on if you'd like. As for how many emails to send per minute, we'll just leave that field empty for now. If we select all contacts here, that gives us a total of 723 recipients. But since our SMTP setup only allows 90 emails, we can specify exactly how many emails we want to send from here. This is actually a really important feature in this plugin. For demonstration purposes, let's say I send just 10 emails. We can also exclude specific contacts, choosing who to include and who to leave out. Let's go ahead and select just a handful of contacts here. After fixing that, we'll click Continue again. There's nothing else we need to do now. Everything is already saved. And now we don't see any more errors, so we'll go ahead and hit Send. It'll show a nice animation displaying how many emails are being sent per second or per minute. Even if you navigate away from this screen, the emails will keep sending in the background. You can also see the campaign status right here. Once the emails have gone out, we'll be able to check performance. Which emails were successfully delivered, who opened them, who clicked, all of that can be tracked from this dashboard.
From the template section, you can add new templates. Under New Automation, you can set up welcome emails and other automated sequences. For example, the moment someone subscribes and a contact is created, a welcome email goes out automatically. Then, 2 days later, you could send them a follow-up email. If you want them automatically added to a particular tag or list, that can happen automatically too. You can edit every part of this from here. Automations are incredibly useful, whether you're trying to bring visitors or customers to your website or following up with existing customers. Automation plays a critical role. From here, you can also export and import your email contact list by Export/Import tab setups. Using the AI tools, we can generate templates, check contact scores, and run spam checks. Let's look at a couple of these. For instance, the Send Time Optimizer, which tells you the best time to send emails depending on your product or niche. If we type in SaaS, the AI will give recommendations tailored specifically to SaaS products. It'll show you the best hours to send, for example, the top 3 best times, which times to avoid, and which times are ideal, all summarized clearly for you. This way, we can check optimal send times for pretty much any category. In the settings area, there are several important options. What name should appear in the email footer, what text to use for subscribe and unsubscribe links, and so on. You can fill all of that in here. There's also a section for configuring exactly what gets tracked. Now, let's move on to the SEO Analyzer, another major module inside AI Marketing Expert. From here, you can do keyword research, run niche analysis, generate content briefs, and identify competitor gaps. Let's test it out by entering a keyword, technology and AI. Once we research the keyword, we'll get a full breakdown of the details. You'll see recommendations for which keywords are worth targeting and which ones aren't, along with long-tail keywords, related keywords, topic clusters, and common questions people search for. We can pick out the keywords that work best for us. Any keyword we like can be saved into the vault, and those saved keywords can be reused later. Next, we can run a niche analysis. Pulling a keyword from the vault and analyzing it gives us a completely thorough breakdown. After that, by entering your domain and a competitor's domain, you can perform a content gap analysis to see where competitors are outperforming you. And using a target keyword, you can generate a full content brief. When I generate a brief using a target keyword, you can see the brief has been created successfully. From here, if we want, we can go ahead and turn this brief directly into a full article. It'll take us into the Content Generator module, where all we need to do is click Generate Full Article, and the article gets written for us successfully. We can also run it through Deep Humanize if we want. I set the article length to 1,500 words, but you can increase or decrease that as needed. The writing is now complete, and it's produced a really solid article for us. Keep in mind that the quality, length, and overall polish of the article will depend heavily on which AI model you're using. So it's always worth using the latest and highest quality model available. Especially if you're on the free tier, some models from Gemini, OpenRouter, or OpenCodeZen perform really well. Those are worth trying out. From here, we can save this as a draft, schedule it, or publish it right away. So that covers the Content Generator module. Now let's go back to the SEO Analyzer module to see what else it offers. There are plenty more great features in there. We can run an on-page audit, for example. If you're someone who works closely with SEO, you'll immediately understand these features and get useful suggestions about what else could be added to strengthen your content. We can also generate a content calendar. Based entirely on our niche, the AI has built out a complete content calendar for us. It's made this whole process incredibly easy. I really hope you'll make use of the SEO Analyzer module in this plugin and use it to make your articles more SEO-friendly overall. Now, let's take a look at the Content Generator module itself. We'll head into the Articles section. Here, you can see the article we created a little earlier from that content brief. From here, we can also start a brand new article. Before writing an article, though, we first need to configure our stock photo settings so we can use featured images or in-body images. If you're using Pexels or Pixabay, you'll need to add an API key for whichever one you choose. Since we're using Pexels, we'll grab the API key from there.
From the Image and Video API section, we generated an API key and saved it. Now let's go to New Article and write a subject line describing the kind of article we want. I wrote a short topic, then added the keywords we'd already saved earlier, and then clicked Generate Full Article. It's written the article for us successfully. Right now, we're using Google AI Studio's Gemini 3.1 Flashlight model, and it currently performs quite well for a free tier model. New updates are rolling out on this pretty much all the time. You can see it's generated everything. The title, the meta description, the outline, all of it. Now, if we search for a stock image here, it generates images for us, and we'll pick one.
this becomes our featured image. If we click Publish to WP, it'll save directly to WordPress. We can then view the post, and look at that! It's put together a genuinely nice article for us. There are plenty of other ways to generate even better articles. You can even fully automate the process with a single click. Just provide keywords, and it'll write and publish blog posts daily or weekly on its own, with no further work required from you. That's honestly a fantastic feature. You can also set up brand voice and presets. When starting a new article, selecting a brand voice and preset will make your blog posts and articles come out much more accurate and on brand. You can also enable a table of contents. That covers the content generator section. There isn't much more to it beyond setting up your images. There's another setting here too. How many in-body stock images should appear? If we set it to 2 in-body images, those 2 images will automatically appear within the body of the blog post itself. Now let's look at the chatbot module. This one's extremely popular and useful for pretty much everyone. Head into the chatbot section and we'll create a new chatbot. I named this one Support. You can name yours however you like. It'll stay active and you can set your own custom welcome message. You can also add a system prompt, though that's optional. If your website is a WooCommerce store or any other sales-focused site, turn on Sales-Focused Product Answer. And with that, our chatbot has been created. Now we'll configure its color and position. From here, you can also set up rules. Under Advanced Settings, you can specify which words should be banned and how much chat history the bot should retain. I placed the chatbot in the bottom right corner. You can also change the color theme if you like. I'm keeping the default theme for now. There's one more important step. We need to have the chatbot index all the data from our website. Once that's done, the chatbot will actually understand what's on our website and will be able to give visitors accurate, relevant answers. If we reload the page now, we'll see the chatbot appear. Let's click on it and type hi. It responds nicely. Now, if I ask, please give me the details about your website, it'll give an accurate summary of our site because it's already been given that knowledge. You can also add commonly asked questions specific to your website in the Common Questions section. That way, the bot will answer those questions exactly the way you want it to. As you can see, it's given visitors a solid general understanding of our website. If a visitor wants to know something specific about your site or needs help with something, they'll get the right answer. There are a few more settings available in the chatbot section that you can configure based on your needs. Now let's move to social media. In this section, you'll first need to connect your social media accounts. Once connected, you can start posting. After that, you can select an account, add hashtags, and schedule the post. At the scheduled time, it'll automatically publish to your selected page or account. I'll go into much more detail on this in a separate video. For now, I just wanted to give you a quick overview. Now let's look at workflow automation. From here, you can set up automated workflows. There are 6 ready-made workflows available, and beyond that, you can also build your own custom workflows. Take, for example, the weekly blog engine. This workflow automatically publishes 1 blog post per week for you. From here, you can configure your topics, set up topic rotation, and adjust a number of other settings. Each time, 1 post gets generated at random from your topic list. You can set your keywords, the language, and more. It also runs an SEO audit and then publishes the post automatically once a week. Since workflow automation is such a large topic on its own, I'll be creating a separate dedicated tutorial just for that. For now, I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what's possible. If any workflow you've set up fails to run for any reason, you'll be able to see exactly why in the error log. In Settings, you can configure whether you get a notification email whenever a workflow run fails. You can toggle that on or off. Workflow automation is genuinely a fantastic feature for any website owner. It'll save you an enormous amount of time. Through this, you can automate nearly everything on your site. Future updates to the plugin will continue expanding this feature significantly. I really hope this proves valuable for you. As for AI providers, we already added Google AI Studio right at the start and named it Google AI Studio. Next up is OpenRouter. We can also add OpenCode Zen as a provider. OpenCode Zen offers a number of free models with a much higher usage limit, so we'll add it as a custom provider. It's OpenAI compatible, so we'll need both the API key and OpenCode Zen's base URL. We'll select OpenAI compatible as the API type and enter the base URL. If we search for free in the model list here, we'll see quite a few free models available. Among them, Longcat 2.0 is currently the largest model available, so we're going to use that. Let's set this as our primary provider.
We'll keep Google AI Studio as the primary provider and set OpenCode Zen as our secondary. I moved it up in the priority order. Now let's test whether it's actually working. And there we go. Custom provider connected successfully. So with Google AI Studio and OpenCode Zen together, we've got everything we need to get our work done, and it's all completely free to use. You could also set Longcat 2.0 as your primary model if you prefer, since it's currently a very high-performing model and will give you strong output quality. If we check Settings, you'll see it currently shows the Pro license as active. I'm demonstrating this using the Pro version. You can absolutely accomplish a lot on the free version too, but there are some limitations. If you're running a real business or working professionally, I definitely recommend going with the Pro version. And if your needs are modest and the free tier covers what you need, that works perfectly fine too. I really hope you enjoy using the AI Marketing Expert plugin and that it becomes a massive advantage for your website, all packed into a single plugin. And of course, if you ever need support or assistance along the way, please feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to help and offer guidance.
Thanks for watching. Now it's your turn. Install AI Marketing Expert and start growing your WordPress website with AI today.